Here's a quick tour of the C14 Flicker Lights, partway through fitting. So, got my main control box down here on the right hand side. That should tuck in quite nicely behind the covers on the right hand side there. Got my little remote display unit there showing what's going on. That will look quite neat when that's tucked back and goes under. So this all turns on with the ignition. Just goes through that startup sequence just to show me it's active. I'll just take you around the front. So I've got these fitted underneath the mirrors there, secondary auxiliaries. Right and left. So they've fitted quite nicely onto the existing 3D printed mounts that I've already used for the auxiliary lights. It just goes through the front screw. They're fairly light and quite nice and tight there. They should be fine. So I got this switch from AliExpress, and this one silences my air horns for the radar detector. So with that turned on and oh, sorry, that was off. Hold on. With that on, they go through a cycle there to show that they're active, but they can be turned off, so it's nice and quiet. This is a temporary touch button, the green one, which I've wired into the controller there. So this is how I'll activate those lights. If I want to, I can touch and hold, and that puts it through this randomized flashing orange and white just temporarily while I touch it, and when I let go it goes off again. Failing that, it's got 10 or 9 different modes I can touch and turn it. So that's full white, full amber, flickering white and amber, just flickering white, just flickering amber, a randomized one. This is the one that it goes onto if I touch and hold it. Then an alternating white and amber, something with a degree of speed, and it gets quicker before it goes back to off. So in the first few modes like this, it also is indicator aware. So as my left indicator's flashing, my right indicator's flashing, then it will return back to what it was on. Hazards, they work fine too. So these things, they do work in both amber and white. So if I turn my hazards off, we turn back onto white, so they're a bit like DLRs. Daytime running light, DRLs, sorry. Yeah, so let's have a little look at how effective these are from the front through a few of those modes. There you go. So yeah, whatever's happening on the front is shown to me back here. When they're off, nothing happens at all with the indicators in off mode, and they'll come on in off mode, if that makes sense. So when I turn the ignition on, they won't be doing anything at all. If I just want plain whites, then I can just touch it once, and then they'll do this kind of thing. Yeah. At this point, I will use these very sparingly. I'm very aware that they don't follow the code of or the letter of the law here in New Zealand. My viewpoint on this currently, and that's subject to change obviously, is that anything to be seen is better than being underneath someone's wheels. So I'd rather be seen than dead, and as and when I do get pulled over, if I do get pulled over for this, then I'll be explaining that point of view. We'll see how we go.